great day. I'm going to speak a little louder. The AC is running right now. It's been a blistering hot, near 100 degrees today. Today it's like one of my fuses blew. It was really hot. Doesn't happen very often, but today it did. So I changed out my fuse, a slow blow fuse, one of them. So we put up a shade and we have the Ryobi mister here, which is pretty awesome. Helps cool things off a little bit. Yeah. So I got this thing here. This thing is great. Move it over because I'm actually run it for a little bit here. But yeah, it's still really hot, but this thing is awesome. I got this for the kids when they play in the backyard. This right here is a it's a and my brain is tired today. Rain failure, brain failure. You know what I'm talking about. It's not a tarp, it's a rain fly. But anyway, I just slapped this thing up. So yeah, let's turn these down a little bit here. I'll be honest with you, this thing was really acting evil today. I wanted to burn off my eyebrows. And same thing with the lantern. They wanted to fry my eyebrows today. Brutal. All right, so we got some geometrically round pancakes going right now. Let me get some paper towels here. I'll bring it back in just a moment. Our little light's doing really good. We're in great shape. So let me bring it back in just a moment. All right, now our pancake is going. Lantern's going. We got our pancake mix. Blisters are going. I got a good deal on this thing. This thing was going for, these normally go over $100, and that's a tool only without the battery. So I think this thing was actually more. Those are even more, like 125, 140. But I got this thing for like 55 or 60 bucks. I got a really good deal on it. I'm gonna shut her down. All right, we're gonna see if we're gonna flip this pancake here. I don't think I can flip this, but let's gonna try here. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's ready. Maybe. Okay. Not bad. A little bit. Now these are, I'm gonna warn you, these are not only just chocolate chip pancakes, these are banana pancakes. We have some of that, what's it called? Oh my gosh, brain failure in. That Bear protein pancake mix and a banana, 2 eggs, and some dark chocolate chips here. I can't remember things at night. This guy here, when I lit it up, it just did a flare up on me. It had a bunch of gas to burn. Same thing with this one. This one was acting kind of funky, but they both came back, you know, and recovered. But yeah, this one here, it's like I tightened that down a little bit on the valve because it was acting kind of funky there. I'm not sure those have that graphite packing in there like the lanterns do. All right, here we go. All right, this one's good. We're gonna call this one good. I'll bring you back in just a moment. All right, we got it back. Doing on pancakes better this time around. The last ones I made the same recipe, and my wife, she thought that they were made with Nutella. I told her, no, bananas, but with chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips. So anyway, so yeah, my little Coleman 1950s or 60s picnic stove and the what is it, Proto Prado thickness stove, that red one. Those two use those old style, whatever you want to call it, fuel bottles. I don't know if they had probably propane or butane or a mix of them both, whatever. But I've been using like a really good blue silicone hose. They got a press fit into there and connect to two valves in line with the green small propane canisters. And they're doing pretty good, but occasionally that blue valve or blue hose pops off. So it's like, that was just kind of a test run, just to make sure it was working. It was working good on both. So I've got a ace up my sleeve, something here that I got coming. That's pretty cool. So when I get them and I get it all put together, I'll fill you in, but I think this is going to be pretty cool. What I got going here for those two stoves. Got something planned here. Anyway, bring you back in just a bit. All right, number 3 pancake coming up right now. So this thing's running a little hot. I think I'm gonna hold it up just a little bit. It's pretty hot, it's burning stuff. I got a diffuser coming. Oops. She'll probably really help. If I can just use this to kind of adjust it. Oop. Yeah. Well, that kind of helped. Let me pull this off for a second here. Oh yeah, there you go. Kind of give the pan a break there. Yeah, so this is a, well, I've noticed that when I was looking for diffusers that there is all kinds of diffusers out there and made out of different kinds of metals. I saw Steve Winkleman was using one with his Spam. What was he making? Spam and tortillas? I think that's what it was. But his was like just like kind of like maybe the circles with you know, or make it raise the pan off. These other diffusers, they kind of just spread the frame, but they're like kind of like a metal pad with like a handle. So anyway, I kind of found a cool one. So we'll see when it comes and we'll try it out and see how it helps. All right, let me flip this. I'll be right back. All right, we did good. Haven't dropped any pancakes today, so that's been good. All right. Yeah, it was like 100 degrees today. It's just blistering hot. But this thing, it's like everything I buy ends up having a use someday, somewhere down the road. And I don't like pack rat stuff or anything, but I've noticed when I buy something like this, I bought it for the kids and they didn't really use it that much. And then here I am using it like on a blistering hot day, kind of pamper the air conditioner a little bit. It's working pretty good. And this, like I said, this Rainfly, I bought this for one of my tents and we just like really never used it. And then here we go. See what it looks like from the top. It's actually got a really cool design. So we'll see how it does tomorrow. I think we're gonna have about another day or two of hot weather, and then it's supposed to start cooling down a little bit. So we'll see what happens here. I'm really looking forward to the weather just getting nice and chilled. All right. I'm gonna flip this or take it off and I'll bring you right back. All right. Well, I'll tell you, if you want this recipe for these pancakes, I'm telling you, it's available right now on Amazon under the title Cooking with Gene. The book is $99.99 in softback and $169 on hardback. And it's also available as an ebook for $67.88. So yeah, if you're interested in these pancakes, they're in that recipe book, and just look under Amazon and just look under Eugene, and it's going to be Yartsov. And yeah, there it is. You'll get this awesome recipe along with like about 5 other recipes. It's a really good deal. I'm just messing with you. But no, I do have 9 books out there. I do. They're not the greatest books, but I do have 9 books. I've published 9 books this year. And my next one is going to be on e-bikes. I'm doing e-bikes, and I have another one on workplace team building. So, yeah. But, you know, I just want to have something to legacy, something for my kids to like, yeah, my dad was an author. It's it's like did something, right? So, yeah, I do. I've got 9. A couple of kids' books. I've got one. It's a journal for men for self-care. And I've got one for watching for the rapture. We're looking for Jesus' return. And I have 2 that are validation oriented for the pharmaceutical environment. So yeah. But yeah, it's you know, I'll tell you, on self-publishing books on Amazon and is it's not that hard, and I use Canva. It works really well. And like I say, I put out 9 books in about 4 months, and I use some AI for generating some pictures. So it's like, yeah, it's something anybody could do. You just have to be able to do it. I've never published a book, written a book in my life, but it's like one day I said, you know what, I'm going to write a book. And so I wrote it, started writing some children's books, and my daughter helped me write a book. In fact, I gave her one of my YouTube channels because the one I had created for her, they wanted some age verification. So it kind of shut it down. So I just changed the name, I monitor it, but she's able to go and put her videos on there. She's actually getting a lot more views than I am, so it's like, good job. She's an artist. My insignias and everything, brand at the start of my videos, my daughter designed that. She made my icon in like 5 minutes. Seriously. She's really good at artistic stuff. I'll crank this up a little bit. Oop, that's hot. Man, that's hot. Yeah. So anyway, all right, I'll bring you back in just a moment. All right, this pancake has a little bit different look because, well, we did it under low heat. So you can actually see the outlines of the ground up chocolate chips. All right, just give me a moment. We'll be right back. All right, let's see how this pancake's doing here. Oop. It's a little unstable. All right, we're gonna give it a little bit more. Let me tell you a sad story. So this train right here, the rest of it's in the garage right now. It's heavily glued. So this train, along with its twin, looked brand new, and they came from Japan for my son. With one of them, finally I bought them for him. They're kind of expensive. So the other one is in perfect 100% shape, but this one, for some reason, it just like crumbled. I don't know what its problem was, but he had an attachment to it. So actually I got 2 more of the exact same train coming from Singapore. They're now in California, but in the meantime he was crying. It's like, my train, and it's like glue it, and it's like, you know, I had tried super glue and a bunch of stuff just when it wasn't as bad. I gotta flip this. That one's okay. So finally it's like, you know, I mean, this thing was like in about a bunch of parts, just really fractured like a puzzle. So I got 2-part 5-minute epoxy glue. So today it's like, yeah, that's where it's stuck to the cardboard. I'll have to like take a razor blade or something. But for him, it's more like just get it done for him and fixed. He has an attachment to it, so it's pretty solid now. But I mean, it looks like crap, but it's, I'm telling you, it was in a bunch of pieces. So the chassis is in great shape. This thing, for some reason, I don't know what caused it, but it just like fractured. But yeah, like I say, it came from Japan. This and its twin, which is in mint condition. I don't know, maybe at the factory they did something different on the plastic when they injection molded this piece. I don't know. But I always think of the Fast and Furious, where it's like, you know, the car, and they're gonna buy parts and put it together, and they say, you know, overnight parts from Japan. All right, last pancake here. So if I remember at work or something or somewhere, and it's somebody needs something like right now, I always joke around. However, we can bring it back in a second. All right, we're back, and we've got this alien-looking non-circular pancake here. But anyway, at work, it's like I always joke around and say, you know, when somebody needs something like right now, it's like overnight parts from Japan. But yeah. But the better deal was, in this case, was from Singapore. So here we are. But we will fix it. We have the technology. We can put you back together, and we did. You're not pretty, but you're solid again. So, well, it's almost a Coleman green. But it's better to be together and ugly than be in a bunch of fractured pieces. All right, let's see how we're doing here. So I'm ready to go upstairs. Ready to give everybody baths, kids. Remember, I turned the heat up, so this one's... Yeah, this thing's been acting funky. Oh. When I lit both of these things up, they just like wanted to flame up on me hardcore. But it's okay. I got two more, well, I got one more lantern coming really soon. And I got parts for those two antique, well, vintage picnic stoves. Parts from Japan overnight. These guys are doing great. Actually, I'm gonna shut them down. How are you doing there, buddy? All right, we'll shut you down. But yeah, they haven't leaked. I sweated the seam, and they've held up just fine. They have not given me any problems. But the key is not to overfill them either, because they're not really sealed at the top. All right, let's shut you down here, God willing. This one I got to take it apart and clean it. And like I say, I'm curious if there's a packing in there. There may not be any packing in there. It might just be brass on brass. We'll see. All right, let's shut this guy down. This one's got it's a little stiff. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I took it apart. I can't do it with one hand right now. It's hot. Well, I can, but its graphite packing's in perfect shape. One of them I repacked it, and I didn't buy the little graphite little thing from like old Coleman or something. I bought a string of graphite packing that does the exact same thing. It's not the ones that are, they say, will fall all apart. It's one like I watched a guy and he repacked his using that graphite string or rope. So I got the same material. It's not that one that you get at Home Depot for, you know, like faucets and stuff. This one's more like hardcore. All right, well, anyway, God bless. We're going to shut everything down. Tomorrow's going to be another hot day. You have a safe rest of your week. Let's pray for Israel. The world's in a mess. Jesus is definitely coming back. I wouldn't be surprised if the rapture happened today or tomorrow. A lot of people wouldn't believe me. Either way, I live my life like the rapture's 30 years away. I go on with my own business, do the work of the Lord, take care of my family, work my job, do all that stuff. But we do see the prophecies coming through. And yeah, one day here soon, the Lord's coming back to get his church, and then it's going to be tribulation to bring Israel to realize who their Messiah really is, that that's Jesus. So anyway, God bless and have a wonderful day. All right, so we got that one done. It's ugly, but it's solid. Yep. And what makes it beautiful is that it is a promise fulfilled. Never break a promise to your children or your wife or your husband. All right, God bless. Have a wonderful day.